A roundup of the latest news now. Here are our top stories. Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that Egypt and Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah is developing nuclear weapons. We'll be hearing from both men. Aalborg Zoo in Denmark initially asks for live pets to feed its predators, but changes its position after a backlash from Danish pet owners. We'll have a special report. A little shopper says he suffered PTSD after both forgetting the pound coin needed for a shopping trolley and being trapped behind the exit barrier for 6 hours after electing not to keep his receipt. Far-right MP Rupert Lowe mistakes a group of rowers raising money for charity for illegal immigrants. And UK cut-price supermarket chain Poundland has been sold to US investment firm Gordon Brothers for £1. More on those top stories to come. First to Israel, where Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that he expects Egyptian footballer Mohamed Salah to develop nuclear weapons within 2 months. His comments come after the Liverpool forward questioned UEFA's failure to identify the circumstances surrounding the death of Palestinian footballer Suleiman Obaid, who was killed by Israeli forces while queuing up for aid for himself and his family in the Gaza Strip on the 6th of August. At a press conference outside the Knesset, Israel's parliament, Netanyahu warned that the nuclear threat posed by Mohamed Salah was for Israel existential.
We have cast iron evidence that Mohamed Salah is developing nuclear weapons that could be deployed on Tel Aviv and Jerusalem within 2 months. We have sent drones to his Liverpool home and found an underground nuclear missile launch facility in his extensive back garden. The world should not treat this threat lightly. These are compelling revelations of imminent nuclear terror. We must stand against the threat of nuclear terrorism. We must stand against Hamas and its allies.
I asked Mohamed Salah to comment on the suggestion that he has imminent plans to embark on nuclear terrorism. Mohamed, thank you for joining us. How do you respond to the Israeli PM's comments?
Bob, this man, Netanyahu, is what we call in Arabic a sharmut and a maniuk. There is no way to translate this properly in English. But I can say that Israel has starved and killed the Palestinian people of Gaza and elsewhere for not only the last 2 years, but since 1948 and before. I have no interest in bombs, nuclear or otherwise. So Netanyahu, I tell you in Arabic, which I know your advisors understand, قص أمك على أم أبوك.
Mohamed, thank you. Aalborg Zoo in Denmark has invited people to send their pets into the zoo to be euthanized quickly and humanely by trained staff and fed to the zoo's predators in a bid to maintain the animal's predatory instincts. But the plan received a substantial backlash from Danish pet owners. I spoke to Danish Kennel Club CEO Jens Glavind. Jens, thanks for joining us. What sort of reaction have your members had to the zoo's announcement?
Hello, Bob. It's not very welcome, as you can imagine. We prefer not to feed our dogs, dead or alive, to jaguars, pumas, or tigers. Nobody wants to witness or be aware of their guinea pigs disappearing into the mouths of large carnivores. So it was a little insensitive, to say the least.
What alternatives are you putting forward to Aalborg Zoo?
We have actually conducted a survey of our members to see what they would like to see implemented, and after votes received from around 20,000 of our 28,000 members, the vote was overwhelmingly to feed Benjamin Netanyahu to the zoo's predators. Many said they would pay a lot of money to put this plan into place and televise it.
Jens, thank you. A little shopper, Skint Farquhar, not his real name, has claimed to have suffered PTSD after not having a pound coin to release a little shopping trolley on his arrival at the supermarket and subsequently being stuck behind the exit barrier for 6 hours due to not having kept his receipt on paying for his shopping. A warning that some listeners may find the details in this report distressing. It's a situation I've never faced before. I generally always keep a pound coin on me. I keep it in the car, like a permanent fixture. But then I realised it wasn't there, and faced with a tremendous weekly shopping list, it all became too much. After being shouted at for making off with a few plastic bags without paying last time I spoke to them, I couldn't bring myself to ask a member of staff for help. So I walked around the car park, desperately searching for people willing to part with £1 by letting me take their trolleys after they'd completed their shop. I wandered for the best part of an hour and was rebuffed time and again. I think people just thought that I was begging. Finally, a kind lady took pity on me and gave me her trolley, but that wasn't the end of it. After I paid at the checkout, I tore the receipt to shreds and put it in the bin. Now, of course, the exit barriers at my local Lidl in Wandsworth don't open unless you scan the barcode on the receipt. So again, I paced up and down, asking fellow shoppers to help me. Nobody did. I think they just thought I was weird. The security guard eyed me with hostility and certainly didn't offer to help. He and I have a bit of checkout history, you see. Eventually, at around 10 p.m, I was able to talk the security guard into letting me buy a croissant for 59p, which secured my freedom. I don't know if I'll ever be the same after this. Far-right MP Rupert Lowe mistook a group of rowers raising money for charity in a vessel off the Norfolk coast for a group of illegal immigrants earlier this month. This is not the first time the MP has been guilty of an act of mistaken identity. We were given exclusive access to a recording of an encounter between Mr. Lowe and a man in a Gloucestershire post office queue last year. Excuse me. Listen, there's a queue here. I was here first.
I'm sorry, but I am in a very big hurry. I need to send something quickly.
What is it, a fake passport, so you can sully this country with your relatives? I bet you're an illegal immigrant. What are you, Afghan, Syrian, Palestinian, something like that?
Actually, I am the chairman of Newcastle United Football Club, Yasser Al-Rumayyan, and I bet you that I contribute more to the GDP of this country than you or your entire extended family could ever hope to do. So what can I tell you, other than go fuck yourself?
Discount store Poundland has perhaps ironically been purchased by US investment firm Gordon Brothers from Polish retailer Pepco Group for £1. The acquisition, which completed in June, is not without controversy, including the closure of 68 stores, over 1,000 job losses, and criticism from the High Court for the bonuses paid to Gordon Brothers executives and staff. We spoke to Frank Smith, who has worked at Poundland since its inception in 1990. So we've gone to the Yanks, them and their banks. I'll just keep nipping to the loo to have me wanks. They said, do you want to go part-time? I said, no thanks. The worst job in the world. That's where it ranks. But it pays all the bills. More corporate skanks. What choice have I got? Got to keep water in the tanks. I've sold it all. Crisps, confetti, biscuits and butter. You'd be amazed what you can get for £1. Brand new stuff. It all looks pucker. The thing that irks me the most is these corporate schemes, they add to the wealthy's riches. While us workers, well, we're just laid off and left to die in ditches.